Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my life on a budget. In this particular video, you guys, I am going to catch up with my bill pay checklist. I need to go through what bills have already been paid as of February the 20th. And so if you want to see me set that up and how I reconcile my bills, then stay tuned. Okay, so boom, if you stay tuned, that means you are interested in going ahead and catching up on my bill pay checklist. Okay, first and foremost, I have two separate pieces of paper that I'm going to be using to write down what bills I paid. I have two separate pieces of paper because I got a check and Papa got a check. So we put each paycheck on those bills. I'm also going to take, we put each paycheck on a separate piece of paper. And then I'm going to take out my bill pay checklist right here so that we can put the amounts and check off what's been paid. I also am going to use this budget book in order to use the little icons that is right here. We're going to use that. And then I'm going to use the alphabets, which is from the Paper Co. Alphabet stickers. We're going to use one pink and one will be silver. Okay. So let's move this stuff out of the way. I also have my sticky paper right here that told us what was paid by each check. And this is what I use to write down the stuff on this particular paper. So as I'm doing bills, I use my sticky note to say, hey, we have a check coming up. What all is going to be paid off of this check? I write it down. And as it's been paid, I kind of check it off to make sure, okay, you paid this, you paid this. And then when it has come through my account, that's why you see these check marks there. Okay. And then I put it, transfer it into this particular piece of paper and then put it into the week that the bill was paid. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense. Let me see what we're going to use to write with. I will use my Stabilo pens again because, hello, they're right here. I think I want to write in that pretty purple, so hopefully it shows up on camera good. This is kind of light. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Hopefully it shows okay. Let me see. I'm going to zoom y'all in, of course. So, yeah, so y'all can see that. Okay, so we'll use this pen the first time for Papa's check. And then we'll use the other pen for my check. Okay? Of course, I'm going to speed through me writing the bills down. And then we'll come back and we will check it off over here. Okay? So this part right here will just be, sped through because I'm trying to just write everything down. Alright, you guys, let's talk about it now. I've completed filling out these bill pay stickers, so we'll talk about that. But before we do that, we have to discuss before we paying anybody, we have to pay ourselves, right? And so remember with my savings, we want to continue to try to save as many times as I can, even though we have, we're working with a little bit less money because of my situation. I still want to try to save if I can. Okay, so I've been able to do that. So let's talk about it now. The first time in February that we put money to the side was going to be when Papa got paid on the 2nd. Papa got paid on February the 2nd, and so we put $150 towards our savings. Okay, then I received my TWC check, and my TWC check was received on the 14th. So on 02/14, I moved an additional $150 over. Okay, and then lastly, my husband just got paid on the 16th, and so we moved an additional $150 over to our savings account. So I'm super duper excited about our savings because we are able to still fund that particular part of our savings. So I'm extremely excited about that, you guys. Okay, now let's talk about our bills. I need a red pen now for my bills. All right, so now let's talk about the first bill. This one that was paid on 2/14, y'all, that was my little check that I received from the TWC. What ended up happening was, remember I told you guys I was moving money over from my personal account over here because I had gotten my final paycheck. I had gotten all of the extras that they were going to give us for laying us off. And so what I wanted to do was kind of just move over my checks each time I would normally be paid. I want to move over money in conjunction with the TWC money to make it like a real check. Okay, but in this particular first case, I had bills due like on that Monday, but I didn't know when the actual TWC check was going to come in, and it actually came in on the 14th, so I was okay. So I just moved that money that I moved back that I moved to pay the bills, my mortgage and everything on the 14th. I just moved that money back to my personal savings account when I did get the TWC money. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. But now we should be on the same page because it looks like I get paid every 2 weeks with this thing, and it's falling on the dates that I already had put. Okay, if that makes sense. So that's very good. The same week, just maybe not on a Friday or a Thursday, it's coming on a Tuesday, so it's still the same week. So I feel like it's okay. But it just gives me an idea of what I'm supposed to be getting in, and that way I know how much money I need to transfer over from my personal account to our joint account, so that when I get ready to pay the bills, that money is there. Okay, so let's talk about another AAA bill. That AAA bill that's due on the 7th, that particular bill has already been paid. Let me see how much that bill is. It's no, it's not. Excuse me. It's $12.16. So $12.16, that's been paid. Then my Netflix bill was paid on the 13th, and that particular bill was $16.77. All right. Then, of course, our mortgage. Here we are here, and we're talking about our mortgage. So first things first, my bills paid. I moved $150 over to the savings, which you just already saw, right? Then I paid my mortgage for $26.51 for February. Okay, so $26.51, that's been paid. And then I also moved money over to my birthday. Moved money over to our account that's going to be paying for our birthday trip. That money has been moved over, and then also Papa's car note. Car insurance has been paid. Okay. Now my car insurance has went up, y'all. And so I got an attitude about that. Like, State Farm has really got on my nerves with that. So I have been out looking for insurance, y'all. And so far, Progressive has really been the cheapest insurance, but I already have my house with them. So if you guys are shopping, maybe you guys can look up Progressive and see. But they're saving me almost half of my bill, y'all. On top of the fact that State Farm was giving us 6 months policy as opposed to a year, which I don't know why, because I've been with State Farm since I've been about 15, just a different agent now. My husband is with his cousin. But the point I'm trying to make is girl, why are y'all not offering us 1 year policies? What is really going on? So yeah, I'm going to switch that over. And as a matter of fact, I have a to-do list to call them today to do that. Because girl, I am not playing with State Farm. Don't take no more money from me, State Farm. I'm done with y'all. Our relationship is done. Period. All right. So then boom, let's move over to the 16th check on The 16th. So my husband was paid on 2/16. So let's talk about it. We already talked about the 150 that I moved over to our savings account. We already talked about that. That's done each time. And then on our mortgage, remember for our mortgage, I break my mortgage up into 4 payments. So I moved the first part for March mortgage over to our other account so that it can sit there and wait until it's time for me to move it back to our joint account. Okay, but I do split that up into 4 just because, you know, that's a lot of money to be paying at one time. And so I found that when I split it up, it really does help me. So that's just a little tip for anybody that has a large amount of bills or a large bill payment. Maybe you can think about splitting it up before it's due. And then that way you don't have to worry about paying so much, okay? We also moved $150 over for my birthday trip. That was Papa's payment over. And then I need to pull $60 out of the bank to go towards our petty cash stuffing, and that will be another video that we're going to be doing. I'm going to have a cash stuffing video, so I need to do my cash stuffing video for the first part of February, and then yeah, that'll be the next video, but I gotta go to the ATM and pull it out. Okay. And then Papa pulled out $80 for his haircut. He normally pulls out 60, but he pulls out 80 because 60 of it was for his haircut, and the other 20 was because my car needed to get the registration inspection sticker done. So he pulled that money out for that. All right. Now, as far as bills go, my Kids and I life insurance policy was paid, the $35.63. So we're going to check that off. And also my Google storage bill was paid too. That bill was $2.12. And then last but not least, last but not least for my bills, my Navy Federal account, I paid $250 toward my Navy Federal card. And then my baby, she pays her, this is for her car note. And of course she paid her car note already, and she paid $258.60. Okay, so that'll bring us current. Today we are at February the 20th. So that brings us up to bills that we have right now that are currently due. Okay, we do still currently have some funds into our account as well, you know, for a little cushion. So I'm thinking about going ahead and pull the money out so that Papa can go ahead and pay his cell phone bill, and we're probably going to go ahead and pay our water bill. But I may be okay because I'm about to get another check that's going to be coming in within next week, and then I can probably finish paying off the rest of these bills. Okay, but if you made it to the end of this particular video, thank you guys so greatly appreciate you guys for making it to the end. Let me show you guys what I do really quick. It looks like my husband is calling, so I really got to go. But yeah, once I've paid the bills or whatever the case may be, all I do is I go to the week that I paid the bills in, and I just place it here. Okay, and that's going to go right here in this week. As you guys can see, I got some back planning I need to do. And things of that nature, but that's all I do. And then the second situation is right here, the 16th, that one, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here since the 16th is right there. All right, so I just put it in the week that I paid those bills. That way we know what bills are done and what we need to have done. And so, yeah, it just really does help me out. Also, this checklist also really does help me too, because it gives me a quick reference at, okay, girl, what have you paid? What's missing? If anything is missing, you need to go back and pay it. Okay, so that's the situation. But again, thank you guys so much for making it to the end of the video. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. If you want to leave me a comment, go ahead and leave me a comment, you guys. And maybe let me know, how do you guys do your bills? Like, how do you guys do when you pay your bills? Do you guys have a setup like mine, or what do you guys do? Let's chit chat. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. And until next time, my life on a budget. Bye.